out, same again, up and down, and expert, straight legs, which means your legs are not helping at all, puts all the pressure on your triceps. Okay, I'm going to do it in an easy position so I can show you the technique. I'm going to turn the chair. Okay, so we imagine the wall's there. The technique is sit on your thumbs, okay? That's where your arms need to be. So just sitting on your thumbs, forward, that's a lockout, right? We're going to use a lockout on this particular exercise because it works the backs of the arms more. And then you just go down and up, down and up, staying very close to the chair as you go. You don't want to go outwards, you want to stay straight lines. Hold position is here. So really squeeze the backs of your arms, count it down in your head until it's the end of the hold, and then we're back on to the reps of all the way up and all the way down. Hard one again. Might feel it on your wrist a little bit because your wrists are in that position. It's only a stretch on your wrist, it's not a weakness. If you find it really difficult, just sit back up, shake them off, have a little rest, and then go back on and do what you can. It's one of those exercises, again, that gets easier. Women always talk about bingo wings, and I don't know what they call them in America, but backs of your arms that are flabby. This is a perfect exercise to get rid of the flabbiness on the backs of your arms. So an important one to do, and to focus on doing them properly, which is the locking out and then all the way back. The next exercise we're going to do now is side plank, actually. So we're going to get the mat again for the side plank. This is one of the more difficult exercises. We're working these muscles here, okay? So to start with, we come down. Just imagine you're on holiday and you're reading a book, big book, reading a book. So your elbows here, you're going to put your other hand here, two positions for this one. Feet on top of each other, hips are on the floor for now. What we're going to do is put the weight on the hand, which is here, and then you're going to lift. Now once you've lifted, you're going to squeeze up as high as you can. So hips going upwards and back. Rotate the hip forward slightly, so there's no pressure on the lower back. Squeeze and down to just level. Hold position is just here. So we're holding, and then back to reps, which is just raising the other hip. If you want to make this exercise more difficult, what you do, take this hand off the mat, put it in the air, and squeeze that way. Okay, that's more for the advanced and the experts. If you feel it in your shoulder, it's because of where it's placed within the session. It's meant to work your shoulder a little bit. But you will feel it mainly in here. If not in the first session, as you go to week 2 and week 3, you will start to feel very tight in the side, brings the waist in. Good exercise for everybody, men and women. On to the next one, dumbbell punches. Okay, this one is more cardiovascular, although it's working the shoulders and the arms. What we're going to do, one leg forward, the weight on the front foot. Once the weight is on the front foot, we bring the dumbbells up and we punch away from us. The most important thing to remember is keeping your core muscles tight here. If you don't, you'll feel it in your lower back. So tighten your abs, weight on the front foot, punch. Make sure it's a light weight because you don't want a heavy weight being extended. A light weight, and then you can just speed them up. Halfway through, you get to change legs, weight on the other foot, punching again. So if I do that facing you, knee bent, weight on the front foot, and then punch forward with your stomach muscles nice and tight. That's dumbbell punches. Next exercise, sit-ups with the feet up, and sit-ups with the feet down. We'll start with sit-ups with the feet down. A few ways we can do these. I'd like you to support your neck a little bit. So, knees bent, feet down. Neck supported by your hands. Not pulling up with your hands, but just supported nicely. Elbows out, and then squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. You don't need to come up too high. It's more rolling in with your abs, rolling in. So it's almost like elbows trying to touch hips. Squeeze and back. Whole position is up. And just squeezing it all in together, tight as you can, and then back to the reps. You don't need to go all the way down, so I want your shoulders to stay off the mat. That's your start position there. End position in there. Small movement. The next one, sit-ups again, working your lower abs a little bit, or lower abdominal muscles. Feet off the floor, knees up. A bit of a pelvic tilt. I think most people know what that is. It's just moving your hips up to get rid of the arch in the lower back. Once you're in position there, exactly the same. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down. Hold position up, and then back to reps. Again, keeping your shoulders off the mat. These will burn, but only while you're doing them. They won't ache tomorrow from just doing the sit-ups. We're going to keep the sit-ups the same. It's just feet up, feet down throughout the whole plan. It's the most simple exercise and it's the most effective as well. Remember what I said about supporting your lower back, your neck? That will just help you a little bit. If you get any sort of neck strain here, it's only because your head weight is being carried by your neck. That's fine, it will get stronger. It won't get bigger, it will just get stronger. The misconception with most women is if they do weights, they'll end up with very big muscles. It's not true. They'll end up toned. So with the Tone at Home program, it's something anybody can do in a very small area and very limited equipment. So again, we've got the mat, we've got the chair, we've got the weights. That's it, that's all you need, and a bit of motivation and determination. The stretches at the end of this session, we're going to work through the body, shoulders, one arm across, the other hand on the wrist, and push. Just hold that position for about 10 seconds. And then you change, other hand across the body, and push. That's a really nice stretch all across here. The next stretch is here, and down. And that just stretches the whole side here. Okay, and the other side. Another stretch, hands behind your back, like so. And then just trying to get your elbows together. Stretches all across the chest. So elbows together here, and squeeze. If you can get somebody just to pull your elbows together from behind, that'll give you even more stretch. Another one for all down the fronts here. Palm facing to the floor, other hand underneath, and just squeezing with the straight arm. Just stretches all the way here, forearms. There. Change hands after about 10 seconds and do the other one. 2 more stretches to finish. The first one, I stand on the side actually, here. And then all you're going to do is just ease down and try and touch your toes. You can bend your knees slightly, you don't want to bend them too much, a little bend, and your feet at the backs of your legs. So just stretch and hold. You can hold for 10 or 20 seconds. It will also work your lower back. The last stretch is for the front of the legs, the quads. Hold on to something, a wall or even the chair. You lift one leg up, keep it very close to the other leg, and you bring the hip forward. I'll do that one on the side. Bring one leg up, bring it alongside the other one, and bring the hip forward, and you'll feel it stretching all the way down here. Again, 10 seconds, change legs. The stretching is really important after the session. Your muscles are warm, but you don't want them to shorten too quickly and get some aches and pains the next day. There's one exercise, I've saved it to last, that I'm going to show you, because it's one that not a lot of people do, but it's very important, especially for women, and for posture, to keep the shoulders back. And it's a bent over row. Okay, so it's part of the plan, it's in there. I've saved it to the very end so you remember it. Knees bent, position where you've got a flat back, but you're bent over. Then when you're arching here, nice and straight, core muscles tight. Then what you're going to do, from a straight arm, going to bring those elbows back past the body, keeping the weight to sort of belly button level. So down, there, all the way back down again, and squeeze. And while you're doing this, you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together and these muscles at the back here. So it's a sort of health and safety lift where you keep nice and straight back as you do it, there and down. The hold position is up with the elbows nicely past the body, squeezing, keeping your neck relaxed. We're trying to work the back. And after the hold position, back into a full extension. It's really important on this one you get a full extension, otherwise you're not going to work these muscles properly. These muscles work under here, so if you go like that, you're not actually working them. So we want a full extension, squeeze past your body, and back down. Okay, that's a bent over row, and although it's just in with the plan, it's a very important exercise for keeping your posture. So again, there, don't round the shoulders, nice straight back as you perform the exercise. Well, that's it for all the exercises on level 1 of the plan. First time you do it, it's probably going to be quite difficult. It's going to take you a little bit longer because you're not used to the format, the way the exercises are put together, the pace of the exercises, and the timing of the holds. Now, with the timing of the holds, you're going to count down from however many, the number that we've got in the plan. We'll say 10 seconds. So I'll use shoulder press as an example. After you do your reps, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the pace of the reps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. As you get tired, in your head, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what you're going to want to do. Try and prolong it as long as you can. If you have to hurry up near the end because you're going to collapse or the burn's too bad, then do that. As the weeks go on, it will get easier. That's it for the DVD. You've got your plan, you've got your exercises, you've got the progression for the 4 weeks. Good luck, everybody. If you've got any further questions, you can reach me online, on my Facebook page, or inbox me. Either way, I'll answer you as soon as possible. You've also got my email address, and you can use that if you like, and I'll answer any questions that you've got. But hopefully most of it is explained in the plan. Give it a chance to work. After the first day, the next morning you're going to ache in places you probably never ached before. That's a good thing. Okay, so good luck. Goodbye for now.